Which animated movie has traumatized children for over 15 years now? A movie that's best described as a metaphor about a man trapped in an abusive relationship for 45 years until some kids help free him by killing his wife. These are Monster House movie reviews. I can't believe the movie I had constant nightmares about as a kid is actually just an elaborate play on the term housewife. Why is it so scary still? By far, the scariest and most intense PG-rated film I've seen. Well, other than The Cat in the Hat, of course. We all watched a movie where an innocent lady drowns in cement and kills people from beyond the grave for revenge as children, and our parents just let us. She died doing what she loved, waving an axe at children. See, the Encanto house is gay pride, and the Monster House is homophobic. God, don't you just hate it when your neighbor's house keeps trying to eat you? I know I do. Love me some house vor. I cannot hear the word uvula and not think of this movie. What do you mean this pretty much disclosed to me what a uvula is at a young age and that I do in fact own one? You're insane! Would never have been able to distinguish male houses from female ones without this masterpiece of storytelling.
I want you to touch that little dangly thing that's swinging the back of my throat.
1 star reducted because of DJ and the Ginger's relationship. Made me want to gag. Justice for Chowder plus DJ and their secret romance, hidden in subtext, because I say so. Greg and Rowley vibes.
I'm a murderer. No, you're not. I'm not? When it's an accident, they call it manslaughter.
When Chowder got hit by a car and then apologized to the driver, I felt that.
I paid $28 for that ball. I ran 10 yards and asked my mom for $1 26 times.
Chowder, relatable himbo king.
My mom's at the movies with her personal trainer.
Okay, Chowder's mom is a hoe. Between this movie and Pixar's Up, animation seems to be the only medium that allows for a story about a romantic turned curmudgeon geezer who tragically loses his lover, and in so doing, forms an unhealthy attachment to his house as a symbol of his grief. Until nosy kids remind him to let go of all that baggage. I would have recommended couples therapy for them, but given the fact that one of the spouses was a house, I can see how that may have been slightly difficult. How are you gonna be stuck in a relationship with a house? Like, just move? I don't know, just a thought. I would love my wife if she was a monster house. She's a thick house. Constance? More like constantly very dramatic. This scared the living shit out of me when I was a kid. I had nightmares for days. Anyways, do you think if I put my student loans on Nebercracker's lawn, they'd go away? The thing that's genuinely terrifying in this movie is Bones the musty boyfriend. Why do I almost cry every time I watch Bones rip up DJ's stuffed animal? Find yourself someone who will love you as much as that one motherfucker loves his kite. The cop drinking an entire bottle of cough medicine, and then arresting the kids for having it, is probably the most realistic cop portrayal put on screen. At the end, there's a kid dressed as a robot, but the box head had a blue arrow on it. I think that kid is Aang. The entire neighborhood can't hear or see any of the shit that's going down. What the fuck? Those neighbors were truly winning the I don't give a fuck war because there's no way they didn't hear or see any of that. If there was a monster house in my town eating my annoying ass neighbors, I honestly wouldn't complain. My man should have just put up a fence. My mom, 10 minutes into this film, after she watched Steve Buscemi suddenly seize up and stop breathing whilst strangling a child, his limp, bony body falling on top of him and pinning him to the ground, lifeless eyes boring into the kid as he lets out a haunting, anguished scream. This is a children's movie? The hospital was so anxious to get rid of Nevercracker, they just dropped him off at home in his open-assed hospital gown. It just hit me. This is where I fell in love with Steve Buscemi, at the tender age of 8. Always had impeccable taste. This Steve Buscemi and Spy Kids 2 Steve Buscemi are kindred spirits. Goth girl, wah-woo-ga, humana. Girl Boss Vorhouse. This holds up big time, and the colored lighting is dope as heck. There's this scene near the beginning with a giant hand shadow and red lighting that blew my socks off. Literally, I can't find my socks now. I just hate the dorky boy and his goofy friend fighting over pretty girl kid romance trope that's forced into every fun movie from this era. Why can't kids just be kids? Why do kids need barely developed love interests? Monster House is like a one-night stand. It's really fun in the moment, but the next morning, you can't stop thinking about how ugly it is. Fun fact no one asked for. When I was 5, my mom got me this movie, and I was so scared that I broke it and threw it out, only to ask her to buy it again because maybe I overreacted. I broke it again, forcing my younger cousins to watch this masterpiece, as I perform my utmost civic duty to ensure that the cycle of generational childhood trauma caused by this film keeps on rolling to future generations. This is definitely an early 2000s movie checklist. Main character who thinks he's all grown up, but none of the adults respect him. Funny, obese sidekick who everyone makes fun of for his weight. Evil babysitter and her boyfriend who border on being abusive. Cranky old man who was the good guy the whole time. Unfunny cop duo that do nothing helpful except make fun of the kids. A falling out between the two main characters for no reason. Bad animation, mild swears, no one actually dies, callbacks that the movie wants you to think are clever, and general mediocrity. Sex is intimate and sacred. Your body is a temple, and you shouldn't share it with anyone who slanders Monster House. Big thank you to my Patreon members, my little ruse, Kuski55, Fallen Vexen, Sam, Donka42, I Am a Noodle, John Huang, Fantastic Wreck, Laser Scorpio, Night Avenger, Mintara, Ember, Somnophobic Danny, Savage Otters, and Cosmiz. Thank you so much for your extra support, it means the world to me. I'm so glad to have you helping support my channel in this way through Patreon. I hope you're enjoying the little bits of extra content I put there every once in a while. And I hope you guys are doing really well. Thank you again for your support. And the same goes to my YouTube channel members, my mini-roos. AD, Taylor Thompson, Foxstar Killer, and this person 10. Thank you so much for your extra support. I'm so glad to have you be a part of my channel. And of course, I hope you guys are doing well too. I hope everyone who watched the video is doing well. Thank you for watching, thank you for being here. Let me know, did you see Monster House as a child? And did it terrify you? Or does it still terrify you to this day? Thank you for watching, thank you to the people who suggested I do Monster House movie reviews. I hope it's setting a good tone for the rest of October. Spooky season, Halloween is coming. I will see you in the next video. Have a great week until then.